amazing that you can both make it. Okay, let's do it.
I require anybody that's with you to leave the highway. Okay, so those conditions.
If you could communicate that with if you could communicate with the other people.
The elderly and vulnerable are in danger this weekend. My nan is in danger this weekend. I am scared for her. I am scared for all the other people who cannot fight for themselves. And I'm scared for myself. I don't have a future if we're continuing the way we are. And I want a fucking future. And you should too.
This is one of the greatest crises on Earth. Our burning of fossil fuels is going to bring Earth systems to an end. We have to leave oil, gas and coal in the ground, and our governments are not committed to doing that, and we will keep protesting until they are.
Yeah, I'm here because this is like the most important thing going on, right? We know that we can't afford to find more fossil fuels. We can't afford to burn what we've already found, right? And our government are behaving in the most crazy fashion. An illegitimate government as well, by the way. Rishi Sunak has never faced an election. He has no mandate to do this. He has no mandate for anything. He should do the decent thing and call an election.
Because it's not abnormal to be taking a stand and saying no to murder. What's abnormal is walking past and continuing with your life as if this is not happening. As if there aren't articles coming out saying we are expecting up to 1 billion climate refugees in the next 7 years unless we radically change what we are doing, unless we end all new fossil fuel infrastructure. It is abnormal to sit on the fence about this issue because this issue is life or death. And I am choosing life for myself and for the people that I love. And I'm sure all of you listening want to choose life.
Well, this is the crucial issue. If we don't leave fossil fuels in the ground, we are properly cooked. There will be no future. There will be no life support systems. And so we're marching very slowly on behalf not just of ourselves, but everyone on Earth, because everyone needs a habitable planet, and those who are yet not on Earth, the future generations, children and grandchildren that we haven't yet met. We owe it to them as much as we owe it to everyone who's alive today to protect this wonderful place we call planet Earth and ensure that it can continue to support us and all the other species that inhabit it.
The wind and the sun are free. They pay for themselves on their own terms. They're the fastest, cleanest, cheapest form of energy that we can build. But they're banned by this government, by our unelected Prime Minister. He's licensing new North Sea oil and gas instead, claiming it will lower energy bills. That's foolish. The energy crisis that we're still in is caused by fossil fuels. Half of Britain's gas comes from the North Sea, but it didn't save us a penny in the energy crisis. We paid 10 times more for it than we did before because we let global markets set the price of that stuff. So it doesn't matter how much we drill from the North Sea. It won't save us a single penny, and it won't make us energy independent. We know we have to move to green energy. Every day that we delay and every pound that we spend on fossil fuels is wasted. The sooner we get to 100%, the better for everybody.
Endless promises. Promises that we're going to save the planet. Promises that we're going to introduce this protocol and that protocol. And again, I've seen those promises broken because they never intended to keep them. Because what counts at the moment in politics is the power of money. Democracy has been usurped by plutocracy. And it's a crime that we are here to stop. It's a crime that by putting our bodies in the way, we are trying to arrest in its tracks. We are not the criminals. It is the people who are trying to bring life on Earth to an end who are the criminals, the greatest criminals humanity has ever harboured. We have to stop them. We have to be the vanguard of the movement that brings this planetary destruction to an end. We have to mobilise, build a movement sufficiently large to make any other option impossible. We must put planetary systems first. and the greed of those who are already rich right at the bottom of the list. We are here to leave fossil fuels in the ground and sustain a habitable planet.
If you refuse to leave the road, you will be arrested, okay? We are notifying you all. Conditions have gone in by Inspector Parker Phillips, okay? Section 12 conditions are in. You must leave the road when requested to do so.
Please go onto the side footway for your own safety.
Those who don't want to get... People don't want to get arrested, go!
Conditions are in place. This is your final opportunity.
My name's Kia, I'm 29 years old, and I've got no future. This government is ignoring the science, ignoring the solutions available, ignoring its people. So I choose to say no, not in my name. I refuse to be complicit with genocide.
You don't have to say anything that may not be defended. You don't make any questions. You may be given in evidence. The necessity of your arrest to prevent construction of a highway. I'm not mentioning questions, say you later on. What do you say?
Protest is the only way things are going to change. There's been 30 years of COPs, and in that time, half of all CO2 emissions that have been emitted historically have happened since we've started trying to do something about it. Obviously, it's not fucking working, is it?
History will show that the people being arrested in the name of everyone on earth today and future generations will be seen as Martin Luther King, as Gandhi, as Mandela, as all the heroes of yesteryear were seen. They will be seen as the suffragettes are seen today. They will be seen as the people who could see the future and wanted a better world. And we're prepared not just to stand by, but to stand up for that world. So those we see before us right here, the people being treated as criminals, they are our heroes. The system that arrests them in order to preserve the profits of fossil fuel companies, in order to preserve business as usual over the interests of life on earth, it is that system which is criminal. And that system will be judged criminal by future generations. We are witnessing history here, and we are on the right side of it. Thank you.
Restriction is still in place. Would you please get out of the road?